Welcome to the first edition of Book of the Week. I want to talk about some of Forrest Kinney's books today, but specifically this is the Create First Duet 1 book. Forrest Kinney was, has sadly passed away now, but he was a music educator, but really specialised in the fields of improvisation. He was a composer as well, but I would say, definitely what I've gleaned is his life's mission was to encourage more people to start improvising, which is something, especially in Western art music, we are not traditionally encouraged to be looking into. So we're really passionate about that at the school, and I'm definitely passionate about it in my teaching. And funnily enough, it was through teaching I realised that actually I'd had no experience really of improvising. So weirdly, it's taught me a lot as well. So thank you, Forrest Kinney, wherever you are now. So this is the Create First book, which you could start with a student really from lesson 1. There are improvisations looking just at sort of an A minor pentascale, all the way up to looking at sort of blues scales and looking at Lydian mode and Dorian mode. So a really, really great way as well if you're teaching GCSE music to look at different sort of tonalities and different modes. So starting off, you would have a really, really simple one, something like this, Sunrise. You could do this with a 3-year-old in a lesson, that'd be no problem. But it's just using the black keys. There are accompaniments for the teacher. Realistically, they could also be used for a more advanced student. I'd also really recommend using them if students are more advanced, but just maybe need something to clear their head. Sometimes, especially when students are a bit stressed, I know a lot of year 6s have got their 11 plus, if they are a bit anxious about things, actually just taking some time out and saying, do you know what, let's not worry about the pieces today, let's work on some improvisation. It's a really, really great way to de-stress, and they're still learning vital skills. So it would be a really great way to work casually on a scale or something like that. So yeah, he starts off with something like this, which is Sunrise. Ooh, don't know if you can see that. It's flapping all over the place. But that's a really, really, really great one. For the Joy, again, you can see there's a more complicated part for the second player of the duet, which is really great to help create a structure, especially for sort of beginner to intermediate pianists. But then, you know, it is just create sounds on the black keys. So, I mean, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old can do that if it's their first lesson, they're just starting out of understanding the difference between black notes and white notes. After a while, he starts talking about rhythms, and on each page, pretty much every piece is just a page, or half a page even, he gives you lots of ideas of how you might vary the rhythm or spice it up a bit. So, yeah, that's a really, really great one. I really like the piece in this Bueno, which is an A minor pentascale, which is a really nice way to get kids started off if they've had a few lessons and if they've got the motor skills to be able to do that 5-finger scale. So yeah, that is Create First. I'll talk more about some of his other books that I've got, but they're really, really great, and I highly, highly recommend them. So if you're teaching or if you're a student, definitely look into these. You can download them as a PDF or you can borrow them from me.